So a little bit about myself. I'm 100% Vietnamese.
Mm-hmm.
My parents, they immigrated from Vietnam like right before I was born. And my father opened up a restaurant in Dorchester when I was 11. So since I was 11, there's always been kind of like that family business, which has been the restaurant. So I kind of I grew up in restaurants, and I'm the oldest of four. And so being the oldest in the Vietnamese family, there's a bit of responsibility that you kind of have to take on. So I was out in the restaurant helping my dad growing up through middle school, high school. And I think that had a lot of impact and influence on kind of my career decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Just being in and around businesses, having my father being an entrepreneur himself, and just kind of see what it takes to kind of open up a business and run a business yourself. So. It wasn't until I was 30 and I got my MBA at Babson and finished my MBA, and then I went and bought the restaurant that I have in Quincy. And that was kind of like my first restaurant completely on my own. You know, like my father wasn't there. There was no support system. I was just like doing my own thing. And through the success I had in Quincy, I kind of like walked the walk. You know, before it was just a lot of talk, but now it's executing. And it was through the success of the Quincy restaurant that I really like got approval and respect of like my father and my peers. And now I'm being like entrusted with like the family business. So that restaurant that my father opened up 28 years ago, now I'm pretty much the one that's taking care of everything. And my father is able to kind of like retire. You know, having a young family, having a newborn, having a daughter, and whatnot, and a wife, and being able to just always be there for them while also having all these businesses, I would say is my biggest achievement. Rain Drink Lab is absolutely crushing it. Rain Drink Lab is up like 40% since COVID. And it's just, we're really up with technology over there, and we didn't close, and we're so small that we're nimble and we're able to make adjustments on the fly. So COVID hit, things got shut down. We were able to create contactless ordering, curbside pickup, Uber Eats, DoorDash, and we had that done within like a week. You know, so we were quick to know the technology available, make adjustments, implement it, and our staff are just amazing. All of our staff, they're like high school and college kids, and they all wanted to work. So our biggest issue that came up with the staff was their parents, right?
Yeah.
It was their parents not wanting them to work. With that being said, like we made it super safe for our staff to work. So we were weeks ahead of everything, of Massachusetts Governor Baker, Marty Walsh. We were like weeks ahead. So we're not waiting for them to tell us what to do. We knew what we had to do. This is the opportunity that's kind of been presented before me, and I'm just seizing the opportunity that I have. With that being said, you know, everyone can kind of choose their path, and I'm a creative at heart, and I love to create businesses, and I love to innovate and do different things and do new things. And so that's different from like an operator. So an operator would be someone that just kind of runs businesses. So I enjoy kind of starting up these restaurants and whatever, but I tend to get tired of that, and then I hand it off, and then I go start something else. So I would love to move into e-commerce, retail, something else. I'm looking at bottled coffee. I'm looking at importing coffee, roasting, and distribution. So I'm looking at different business models and like going a little bit vertical in terms of supply chain and whatnot. So right now I own restaurants, but eventually I might create a product that I can wholesale and distribute to restaurants.